So before we get started, make sure to subscribe to the channel, like the video, hit the notification bell. And today's video, we are reacting to prison escapes that didn't go as planned. So yeah, let's go straight on to the video.
Prisons are some of the most secure, guarded places on Earth.
Alright.
With armed guards, wire fences, and round-the-clock supervision, making sure that criminals stay put. Every so often, however, we see inmates make a break for it. Some of these inmates have planned the perfect escape, only to give up at the last second. While some other escape plans, like hitchhiking with a cop, are just too dumb to begin.
What the fuck?
We're headed over to Garicino Prison in Rio de Janeiro.
Brazil.
Brazil. Simply walk out the front door in plain sight, ready for it, dressed up as his own daughter. On August 4th, 2019, the gang leader, while locked up behind bars, was visited by his 19-year-old girl. In the attempt to escape, Da Silva created a costume made of a silicone face mask, a long dark-haired wig, tight jeans, and a pink shirt.
Bro, that's creepy. That's fucking creepy, bro. That's creepy. That's creepy.
Perfectly. Only ruined by the fact that Da Silva showed extreme nervousness when leaving the prison, which gave him away.
That shit is creepy, man.
Say hello to an almost genius escapee who never made it out of North Carolina's Alamance County Jail. In December 2018, local news sources shared the laughable escape attempt of 43-year-old Sean Damian Castorina.
He
wrote letters, which he would send to two people outside of the jail, containing all of the information needed to blow up a prison wall. There was only one problem with his perfect plan. Those letters, well, he accidentally mailed them to the wrong address.
What an idiot.
As soon as a regular civilized person came across them, they contacted the police, and Castorina's plan was thwarted. Over in the Pacific Northwest of the USA, inmate Robert Emery taught us
imagine sending it to the wrong address and receiving that mail, bro. Nah. That's fucking scary, man.
It was the night of June 13th, 2010.
That's scary, bro. That shit is scary, bro. That shit is scary.
Drill out a door lock, smash a hole in a wall, dig under one fence, and climb over another. But just as he passed the second fence, he simply gave up because of exhaustion, deciding instead to call it quits and take a nap under a blanket in the yard until he was later found. Righto. Following suit, we're winding the clock back to 1995.
1995.
Over at Parkhurst Prison, often referred to as Britain's answer to Alcatraz, Keith Rose, Andrew Roger, and Matthew Williams didn't use brute force, but rather brains, as they cut themselves a key. The key opened up multiple doors, and then, after scaling the fence, they were officially free. As fortune would have it, the trio accidentally crossed paths with an off-duty prison officer, and back behind bars they went. Back in
That's lifetime right there. That's lifetime right there, bro.
Of Goiânia,
that's lifetime right there.
Along with 3 other prisoners, had planned to smash a hole in the wall, climb through it, throw their suitcases over the fence, and then skip off into the sunset. Well, because of his larger physique, he got stuck in the hole. When Valadio yelled in pain, prison guards found him. If you've done all the hard work to actually escape from prison in the first place, it might be wise to be a little vigilant with who you talk to straight after, right? Well,
imagine getting stuck in a fucking hole.
Alan Lewis, who was being transported in custody in Kentucky, didn't have that thought come in mind. Initially, Lewis complained to the transport officer that his wrists were hurting because the handcuffs were too tight. So the driver stopped the vehicle to fix them. As soon as he had one hand free, Lewis overpowered the officer and made a run for it. He made it all the way to the highway, where he flagged down a local driver. Unfortunately for him, that local driver was a campus police officer. You've all heard of Alcatraz, right? It's also home to the greatest escape mystery of all time, the 1962 case of Frank Morris and the Anglin brothers. Most people don't realize that there was actually a 4th member of that escape team, Alan West. He couldn't make it out that night because he couldn't remove his ventilator grill fast enough. By the time he finally did and was able to make it outside the prison walls, the other 3 were already long gone into the night. Including that night, there were a total of 14 escape attempts at Alcatraz, one of which involved inmates John Paul Scott and Darrell Lee Parker on December 16, 1962. The pair sprinted to the edge of the island and jumped into the water. Parker only made it 81 yards before being found, but Scott managed to swim all the way to Fort Point beneath the Golden Gate Bridge.
What the fuck?
Suffering from hypothermia and exhaustion, Scott was quickly sent to a hospital and then straight back behind bars. We're not done with Alcatraz yet, folks. This is Huron Ted Walters. Huron had a keen eye and noticed during his time that fewer guards were on duty on the weekends. So, back on August 7th, 1943,
1943.
he took advantage of that, slipping out of the island's new industries building. His plan was simple: cut the 2-wire fences, swim over to San Francisco, and be on his merry way. Unfortunately for him, the wire cutters didn't work, so he was forced to climb both fences. While climbing the second fence, he fell onto the rocks below and hurt his back, which meant he could not go on any further. That's all for prison escapes that almost worked. If you were behind bars, how would you plan your escape? Let us know in the comments.
Bro, just
Make
fucking
sure to
stay in
like
jail,
this
bro.
video, subscribe to The Richest, and join our
Hey, yo, what the
notification squad.
fuck, man?
Thanks for watching.
What?
We'll see you next time.
Bro, these fucking people need to use their brain more often, man. These people, if they need brains, man, they need brains more often, guys. They need brains more often.